here's the North American, beat the North American.
No, I definitely don't think that. I think TSM actually played a phenomenal series to win E-League. However, the upward trend is is a little bit of a bigger question mark.
Sure.
The next two weren't pretty. DreamHack especially. It wasn't bad at WSOE, but it could have been better like this. Good morning, Linus.
What just happened?
I guess good night, because it's evening.
You know, like, this is the sort of stuff we knew a lot for, like, 2 seasons ago, and then we were like, what happened to it? And he's like, excuse me, I'm back, here I am. We talked a little bit about TSM here before the game got started. The biggest thing for me, on my notes I had for this game, was a lot in all caps and 3 question marks. Like, is he going to be an answer? Is he going to be here? He had a catastrophic season in Season 6, but here gets another chance, a chance at redemption, and starts off his season
with a bang.
Like that. That was great.
And I did talk about it a little bit during the pre-show. You can understand why they might have made the move, and iGNITE looks to return fire, and just 22 seconds later, we're all tied up.
Yeah, a similar sort of goal, not quite as tight from the corner, but still 120 kilometers per hour, absolutely flying. iGNITE says 2 can play that game, buddy. Linus isn't the only shooter on the field. Everyone here, a quality player. As within the first minute, we've already got 2 on the board. iGNITE looking to extend it. Maybe Alex over to the side. Remco and Metz now falling back, allowing Tigray to move up. It's Mousesports in the orange, TSM in the blue. Our best of 5 here during week 1. A lot makes it to the corner. Metznaris with a miss. A lot will keep dribbling this one, and iGNITE sits on the wall, but Alex is happy to pick it up, extend it back out to a lot, sends it towards the backboard, and now here comes Tigray. Metznaris will send it away before the final shot could be put in.
Oh, what a dunk.
Is that just in? Tigray makes it back in time, but Metznaris with the follow-up still able to Tigray recovers off the wall. An immaculate performance on defense, but iGNITE back down to Remco, blocked by a lot. What a high-flying game.
Well, I am most impressed by Mousesports able to keep all those out. Tigray with 2 hero saves, and even still, on offense, they look far more put together. There's a nice little pop off the back wall and defended by Metznaris, but you know what, Mousesports? We said it during the pre-show, you got to prove everyone wrong, and I'm enjoying game number 1.
Absolutely, entertained indeed. iGNITE up onto the side wall. A lot airborne's got the read a shot towards the goal. It'll be Metznaris with the save. Metz and a lot, former teammates. 3rd place finish in Season 5. Alex here trying to get it out. As a lot has to bail him. Will be able to avoid the goal for the moment. A lot to Alex. Metznaris up onto the wall. iGNITE now catching this. A lot's got the read. Keeps it going and now advancing into the corner. Be Remco out with the challenge. Alex with the response. Now Metz onto the back wall. A lot's got it past him via the ceiling. iGNITE down, then demolished by a lot on the rotation. Tigray continues this off the wall and takes it towards the goal. It'll be Metznaris keeping it in midfield.
Yeah, he really needed a little bit of support from his teammates there as they pushed up the field, but especially with that demo, there was a big gap from TSM in the middle.
iGNITE tapping this one down and in, and Remco could possibly finish it off. Tries to sneak it under the crossbar, and it still ends up in the goal. TSM will take the lead after halftime.
About to say, it really should have found its way into the back of the net right here from Remco, but just a little bit too much on it. Second effort gets it through, and I believe some help from the defense. And Mousesports, they used all the defensive power up, keeping those earlier ones out.
It's interesting. Both of us, rather Rocket League fashion-savvy people, as a lot tries to send one towards the goal. Dot Matrix making a comeback this week in both regions.
Yes, Kronovi was using it yesterday.
Yeah, there was at least one other player yesterday I saw it on, and Remco here rocking it as well as iGNITE takes a shot. Alex and a lot playing this one down, and now Alex with the flip off the ceiling. Doesn't make use of it. But a lot catching this one. Patient play to flick it over the top of Metz. Remco keeps it into the corner. It should be Tigray to play this one over the top of the world champ. Alex now over to the side, looking for a lot back in the middle. iGNITE airborne, looking for it, but can't find it as Alex gets it away. Remco sweeping back around in midfield, keeps this ball trapped in the orange as Metznaris sends another one towards the backboard, and Tigray gets it away.
And that's currently the biggest problem as this is pounded off the back wall. Metznaris from the top of the box coming out of the midfield line, just over the top of the last defender. And it's what I was just about to talk about. Mousesports, they're able to find a couple of good clears. Here they don't get particularly the best 2 in a row. and TSM capitalized, so Mouz struggling to hold on to the ball past the midfield line.
I fully expected Tigray's contact to at least dump that further into the corner, to send that further away, but no. Right there in front of the box, Ignite connects with it, and then Metzenar is able to finish it off. And now a 2-goal lead here for the E-League champs. It's Alex to the side. Ignite moves up. Neutral play, rolls onto the wall. Remco will play it into the orange. Locke keeps it in midfield. Ignite now up. It's there cleanly before anybody from Mousesports. And now a shot from the side. Alot's got it. 1 minute remaining. Needing to get the dribble plays on. The pass over to Alex. Upper 90, just too high. As Metzenaris will look to play it away. Remco now onto the wall. Past Tigray. Here comes Alex up to Tigray looking for the shot. Remco back to midfield. So Alex turns around, beats Metzenaris to the ball, manages to grab corner boost. Metzenaris gets it off the ceiling, but Tigray will leave it for Alex. Now up to Alex on the ceiling. Alot comes up, one more shot, a tight angle, but couldn't find it. Remco pushes it out. Now back to the box from Tigray, but Ignite's got him. Can Alot make the save here? So Remco looks for him. It was a slow transition, but they keep the pressure on with 20 seconds left, down by 2 goals. Things looking good for TSM right now.
Things looking good, but that last drive from Mousesports on offense, I actually thought it was pretty good, because I was just talking about how they need to be able to hang on to the ball, and while they didn't score, as Remco will put in another one here with 7 seconds left, while Mousesports weren't able to score on that last drive, they were able to at least get a couple of different opportunities and a couple solid looks at the net. And despite TSM keeping the ball out, that was exactly what you want to see from Mouz, that they can at least get the offense rolling, as it really has been stop and go for them during the offseason. So it's good to see that at least solidify and have a solid shape to it.
Solid kickoff from Mousesports, but it's all too little too late. So the 4-1 game will go in TSM's favor. Game number 1 starting off well for Remco and the gang. Mousesports, some solid drives on offense, some solid opportunities to score, and they started the season off with quite the goal from Alot, but that was all they had. 3 shots they were able to put up for the rest of the game to the 13 from TSM.
Yeah, it really did kind of slip away there, because it was pretty close. It was a 1-goal game until the minute 30 mark, when it became that 2-goal lead for TSM, and then of course 7 seconds left. And it really was just Mousesports. There were a couple opportunities. I felt plenty of space given from TSM on that midfield line, and some recognition from Mousesports to be like, all right, we have some room to work with. How do we find a way to control this ball? But it was tough, because a lot of those balls that was punched from TSM over towards the Mousesports side, very high in the air, very tough to get down onto the ground and at least control the pace of play. So TSM, good job.
And we saw Tigray with some wonderfully fantastic saves there, and some solid defense on at least that particular moment of the game. But having to put up 6 saves here up to just the 1 from TSM, you want to see Mousesports getting into offense more. They have to find a way to convert. Right now they're playing solid rotational defense in the box. They got to get that ball out of their back third. They've got to get it into TSM territory if they want to take the win.
Yeah, and it is hanging on to it. So that's the one thing, because TSM was giving them space. So if you're Mousesports, figure out a way to hang on to that ball. If you're going to punt it again, make sure it's to a place where you can at least make a second challenge on it, because it was a lot of just kick it down over towards TSM's half, and then it's their ball again.
Game 2 on the wasteland. So Locke gets it past 1. Metzenaris down to the corner. Is Alex carrying this one here. More pressure from Mousesports. They're doing a better job here at the beginning of game 2, keeping this ball in enemy territory. Tigray up, finds a dunk. It's wide and off to the corner. Ignite now looking for an opportunity here. Shut down by Alex. A long one out of the corner. Alex got it back in again. Mousesports controlling the midfield. Metzenaris now up. There's one win, and finally the ball makes its way into the orange. Ignite with a pass across as Alex continue to try and carry it around Remco. Here comes Metzenaris. A dunk through and a continuation from Remco. Mousesports defense trying to just get it out of the corner, and there's the clear. Back down the field, though, right back into the hands of Metzenaris.
And Metzenaris took that extra half second to figure out which way Alex went. He might have just not given the ball away, so he's allowed an extra chance here for Mouz, and we'll see how long they can stick it onto the blue half and maybe even get a chance out of it. But really slow on the pickup here from both teams, and Ignite will win the next challenge, and Alex as well, a little bit tardy, but some help from Tigray.
Alex dropping it back down to a teammate. A shot towards the goal just off the post. A follow-up from Alex, also wide. The defense there for TSM as well. An opportunity for Mousesports to take an early lead. Comes and goes. 3:24 on the clock. No one having scored in game 2.
And TSM has stolen both of Mouz's corner boosts, so it might not be good here as iGnite will not be able to find the upper right-hand corner, but they steal away that corner boost again. Mousesports being severely starved, and all they can do is find a great pass down to a lot, and a quality touch will give them some space to work with.
Coming back into the corner. iGnite setting this one up for Remco, looking for the shot, but too high. A follow-up from Metzinaris will get blocked by a lot, and here comes iGnite with another soft attempt, but Tigre will dump it away. Now back in midfield, 2:50 on the clock as Alex will get it off to the side, and a lot follows it along here, beats Remco, and now has an open net in front of him, but it's taking his time. Metzinaris will get back and be able to get this one back to midfield.
And that roll was the best thing that could have happened for Mouz as that ball went into the corner. They double committed a little bit, and they had to take a few moments to sort themselves out, and it slowed down their rotation on defense and took them out of position a little bit. As again, they struggle to find themselves able to hang on to the ball, but currently, the most important thing is that they hang on to their own corner boost so they can continue to make these challenges against TSM.
Dropping it back down, Remco looking for the shot, and it finally goes in. TSM with some fantastic passing plays and finally some accuracy to match it.
And Metzinaris was the guy to get this all done. 1, it's a great win in the midfield. 2, a solid pass to the top of the box, and give him the hat trick of performance. Bump the guy out of the net as well, and let Remco finish the job.
2:14 left for Mousesports. Find a way back into here. Alex off the kickoff. They only needed about 3 seconds. So they won this one, and Alex boomed it. The backup coming off the boost from Metzinaris.
Yeah.
A little bit too far up.
Yeah, Remco thought that ball was going to kick the opposite way on kickoff. It kind of went back and towards the Mouz side, and as well, as you mentioned, Metzinaris cheating a little bit forward. Just took himself off the line and couldn't react.
Past one, there's Alex. Continuing it up. Tigre out of his own corner. iGnite challenging. Back in front, and now the pass plays from midfield. We'll get it onto the backboard, but can they find the goal? Watt dropping it down. Remco here waiting. Get it past one, but Tigre's there. Back into the box. iGnite's got it away. A lot trying to rotate over. iGnite's struggling to gain ball control here. He'll get it out to midfield. That's as far as it's going to go. Tigre puts it back. A lot following behind him closely as well. It'll come off the wall. A lot's airborne. Looking for the shot. Couldn't find it. Now Alex on the backboard, or on the back line, rather. Having to play some defense. Gets that one away just enough to the corner. And
again, some more double commits from Mouz, allowing free space for TSM to work with. Pass to iGnite, and they've got everyone beating the net. The lead back to TSM.
iGnite picking this one up off the pass from Remco. A nice high fly and play here, and Alex, you saw him flipping into net. Was too loose, too late into the shot to make the save. With 1:20 left to go, TSM another lead, but does the kickoff goal come out for Mousesports once again? Tigre puts it back across. Remco now looking for iGnite. The pass across to Metzinaris. Can they find the full team play? Alex will defend it. Looked like it might have been wide anyways, but still a good effort from TSM.
And the speed from TSM as well, challenging on the midfield. Really surprised that iGnite missed that. Looked like he had it all the way until the very end.
Mousesports has got it into the corner.
But again, Tigre, that resource game playing havoc with Mousesports and their ability to stay on the ball.
Remco back out a lot through the air, dropping it down to Alex, looking for the shot past one, but Metzinaris gets it away. Remco now following it with iGnite underneath, and Metzinaris in the midfield. Tigre past one. Metzinaris has got space and gets onto the backboard, but the response comes through from a lot. iGnite wins the 50-50, and with 30 seconds remaining, TSM controlling the ball in enemy territory, hounding goalies, creating so much confusion on the rotation. A lot will get it back to midfield, but Remco has plenty of time to read. Now iGnite, the punts are just not going to work out for Mousesports. They've got to find a way to win the 1v1s on the dribbles, or they're not going to be able to get this one out. There's one, there's two. An opportunity here as Seven moves in, takes the shot off the wall. Here comes the player making it through. Tigre goes up. iGnite tries a lot over to the side. A valiant attempt for Mousesports. One last opportunity as Alex gets it through. Tigre looking for the opportunity, but it's not there. Shut down. TSM takes 2 games.
And Mousesports, again, they almost caught TSM cheating up a little bit too far towards the end of that game, but just couldn't hang on to that ball like you were talking about. In game number 2, it was much more equal in terms of the shot differential. I believe Yeah, it was actually tied, but let's go ahead. Let's see the go-ahead goal from TSM in about a minute 20 or so. And it was just this beautiful touchdown from Ignite, and that stemmed back again from that double commit in the midfield from Mousesports. It slowed down that rotation just enough, like you said, a little too loose going to net from Alex because it took him a little bit longer to grab that boost in the corner and get going back. And again, those slight communication hiccups from Mousesports costing them some key up.
And always kind of like on a very micro level, the decision making, if I'm rotating into the corner to get boost and now I need to play defense, do I boost to goal? Do I flip to goal? You know, like I wanted the boost, but I'm going to immediately spend most of it to
15,
get
20,
back in the goal, you know? And he might have been able to make the save had he opted for the boost instead of the flip, but still a close game nonetheless. And Mousesports, valiant opportunities. I don't think it was the defense that lost them the game. It was definitely the offense.
Yeah, well, the offense, again, because it was the product of just not being able to hang on to their own corner boost. A lot of times, TSM, I feel like every time I was looking at a corner boost, TSM was getting it every time. I felt like on one hand, I could count how many times Mousesports picked up their own corner boost while they were in camera, and it's just such command of the resources from TSM in that game. Really allowed so many opportunities for them, and that's what led them to the win.
TSM moving into game 3, 1 away from securing a sweep on Mousesports. Starting their season off with a firecracker. Tigray airborne here, an attack on Metzenaris, who makes the save, and a nice deflection there from Ignite to break up any follow-up attack. Mousesports could string together. Metzenaris now with the shot, and Alot will make the save. And Alot, he started the season off with a flashy goal, but has been relatively quiet since then.
Yeah, he's really been battling to try and figure out how things are going to go his way here in the rest of the series, as almost an own goal. But he will get the ball back off his own corner. And it just has been the struggle for Mouse. Feels like some of the passes they go to when they have that space, a little too overambitious, biting off more than they can chew. And if they shorten that distance that they need to find each other from, they might start to have a bit more success.
Here comes Alex, 2 players rotating back, and Ignite actually makes it there. It looked like he might be too late. He wasn't turning, but manages to get it off the woodwork and back away. Now here's Tigray with another opportunity. Metzenaris up. He's got every player in the air. It's off the backboard. Is there any follow-up? Both players go for Mousesports. The shot just needs to be on target, and a good recovery from Ignite to get it away on what was a sticky situation. Mousesports holds on to ball control, but TSM can breathe for just a second as the pressure has continued.
And it was good for Alot to let Alex take that shot. It was going to have a lot more power on it. And again, just a solid save from TSM, not allowing them into things. And Alot will run interference in the midfield, and follow-up touch actually lets it go. And that's just extra time for TSM to get set. Maybe, again, a communication breakdown, thinking his teammate was going to follow that up, perhaps.
Ignite now onto the backboard. Alex gets it away, Alot follows it, but Metzenaris wins, now dropping it back to Ignite. Can he find the shot? What an angle! Ignite puts it in, and that's TSM with the lead.
It's just Alex, again, that distance for the passing, just a little bit too far. It's too close to the defense on the midfield for TSM, and Metzenaris just goes and steals it.
That vertical air roll. He's coming from behind the ball, goes up, just angles his car straight up and rolls it to the side to get the side play, like a crazy play mechanically.
Command.
Beautiful stuff from Ignite to give his team the lead, and now looking for the pass down. He's got the threat on Tigray, looks to dunk him with the bottom of his car, but enough power gets it off to the side. Mousesports. Good pieces of the puzzle, but struggling to put them all together on the same table right now. So Remco's touch is a bit soft. Metzenaris needs extended and goes straight out. Keeps that ball punted high and all the way down into the orange corner. Ignite now looking to set up Remco. Tigray's got it over the top, but Metzenaris will be there. All the way back up to Remco. Can he get it back to his teammate? Actually just goes for the shot. Now away Alot with Alex on the side. The flick pass to one. Alex shadowing behind, looking for an opportunity as Metzenaris not getting the best contact in the corner, but Alex still just dumps it back again. Tight rotations from TSM on defense. The shot from Alot is high. Here comes Alex with an opportunity. Puts it high above Metzenaris. Excellent shot placement to tie the game.
And this is Metzenaris. He just gets caught flat-footed in the net. He thinks about going for that challenge, but Ignite cuts him off. And that's that split-second decision-making on defense that can really break down a team, because Metzenaris, if he would have known Ignite was going to go challenge that ball, he could have waited on the line and been ready to make that save. Instead, he had to turn around and try and make the second effort on it from a less advantageous position.
Remco winning the kickoff. Well, Alex feels backflip in the midfield, maybe thought about going for the shot and then backing off. Remco now down. Ignite. Pushed across midfield. Alex not going to find much as Betznaris puts it back.
All right, here's another free ball for Mouz. And they just crush it up the field. And you've got all the time in the world, and I just don't understand it.
They don't trust themselves to win the 1v1s.
Well, that's the funny thing, is the other time when they're not crushing the ball up the field, they go for the 1v1 when they have a perfectly valid pass. It's amazing.
Ignite will put it over one. Continues into the corner, looks for the fake, didn't find it. T-Gray will put it out into the middle, but Remco's there. Now Ignite back down to Remco. A lot will get it away. And behind the back line, Betznaris need to chase this one down as it is wide of his goal. But we'll get the pinch off the backboard. Out to Remco, nearly would have been a crazy passing shot. Here's Alex, booms it up to a lot, looking for the pass play. A more understandable situation there, and they drop it back into the box. Can they find the shot? Two players commit. T-Gray, it's all up to him as he gets it into the corner. Betznaris was causing some chaos on the shot, but here, now back to T-Gray with the play. Like making use of his player in the box. What a play from Mousesports.
Out of nowhere, too. It's just a loose ball. Ignite gives it up. Remco was definitely not in a good spot to go and challenge that ball. And just a little bit of space to work with for Mouz, and boy, did they capitalize on it. Heads-up play from T-Gray as well to just get up and tip that one in.
Props to Mousesports for playing scrappy. Find the lead here in Game 3 on what is an elimination game for them. They don't find the win. Alex back down into the box. Remco's got it. T-Gray's there, but Betznaris has got him beat. Does he have enough boost to finish this one off? Tries, but Alex blocks him on the ground. Now Ignite putting it back up, looking for Remco. Passed a lot. Remco's thinking about it, looks for the back flip, but Alex carries it over to the side with 35 seconds left. Mousesports look to get their first victory of the season. Back to Remco, onto the backboard. Betznaris chasing it. There's a lot on the wall. T-Gray keeps it high. Ignite looks
nice
to get in the way, but a lot is there. Betznaris couldn't win the 2v1.
A lot really did throw a big wrench in TSM's attempt to go on offense there with that bump in the midfield, and it might have wasted just enough time to have Mouz come out on top, but they're not done yet.
Here's Betznaris with 10 seconds. A shot towards the goal.
It's open.
It's just wide. A lot was in the back. Not going to be able to make the save, but the shot wasn't there. And now flying all the way back down the field. A way to kill it. Kill all that momentum. Do not allow it to fly back around the field. Mousesports stay alive.
And they capitalize off of one big TSM mishap. And they had the equalizer at about 2 or 3 seconds left, but just slightly out of range. So well done, Mousesports. They generate a ton of shots, but I honestly don't think any of them were really that good. And the reason I say that is because most of them were just crunched upfield from so far away. But this was their first goal.
I love the use of the player in the box. As T-Gray moves up, he gets bumped twice here. Actually, I didn't even notice that was how he got to that position. The guy. He's like, oh, I'm here. I'll just jump.
I'll just tip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, goal. Excuse me. I don't know why I said go first, but Alex just right down the middle. And T-Gray, again, like I said, that's a heads-up play to get up there and just tip that one over the last man. So very well done. And again, it was that capitalization of that mistake from TSM. Remco thinking Ignite was going to go for it. Ignite let it go in the corner, so there was a little bit of space to work with, and they made it work.
I'm still slamming about it. I'm getting bumped twice. Bumped away. Oh, I guess I'm going back to my half. Wait, never mind. I guess I'm still in the box. Oh, I guess I can score here. Mousesports, they stay aggressive. They stay up in their face. And I feel like in a situation where you feel like you're losing the dribbles and you don't have the space to pass, playing scrappy is kind of almost your only other option.
Well, it is. They will play aggressive when they get on offense, and they have to. But the thing is they don't have they do have space to just pass the ball wherever they want. The problem is it's not in the right spot. Like time and time again, you'll see a player in the midfield for Mouz, and the pass crushed upfield, and it's just too far away. It's just not in the right part of the field. It's down the middle. It's not towards their teammate. They have to make a huge effort to go and get it. And if you can tighten up that finesse and get that ball to the right spot, you'll see Mouz have a lot more success.
Game 4 on Neo Tokyo. We're looking to see if Mousesports can tighten up the pass game.
And it's so weird to criticize them when they just won the game.
Well, it was hard to replicate that goal that won them the game. We saw on the replay. Here comes T-Gray. Betznaris traps this one on the wall, now following it a lot. We'll get it through one, but Remco's there. Now carrying it into the air, beaten by Alex over towards a lot. Ignite will get over the top of him, but lose control. Now T-Gray over towards Alex, looking for the pass, but a bit far ahead of his teammate, and Betznaris will pick it up. Now looking for Remco. A lot passed off the wall, back towards Alex. starting to find each other a little bit more. Ignite past one onto the wall. Metzenar's looking behind and now looking for the shot on the back post. This is why, but can Remco tuck it in?
Okay.
Can TSM, the three-man play, will give them the lead.
And they had that last man, they had Alex beat in the net. There was nothing he could do from that back post shot from Metzenor. Just a little off the mark. Good patience from Remco to make sure he can get the cleanup and go to the opposite end into the net, really take it away from the defenders. But like you said, great pressure from TSM, well timed.
Just past the first minute. TSM has, I believe, scored first in all games except for one. The first one.
You are correct.
Puts another one in here, now up by 2, beating the defenders in the midfield. Everybody a little bit aggressive in that corner, just keeps this pace on the ball, and Tigre and Alex couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah, Mousesports pathing back to net. They had 2 people going towards the same side boost. And the problem is the guy behind the first man didn't change his path. Not that I think it would have made a difference, but it's a minor thing that can be cleaned up, and you could have put yourself in maybe a better position to have a chance to try and make that save.
TSM have found aggression early in every game. Can they hold on to it? This is definitely a much better start than in game 3. Managing to find 2 goals here in the first half. Ignite dropping this to Metzenars. Attacks a little bit early. There was no shot available when he made contact. Now coming back at midfield. Alex extends this one towards the goal. Remco now back over to the side. Tigre to Alex. Over to the corner a lot, advancing on 2 players. Keeps it away from them and back into the midfield. No one is there to make a shot from Mousesports. So Ignite onto the back wall. Alex will play to the corner. Remco moves up. Higher on boost, gets 1 demolition on the wall, but not before a lot does his dirty work. Gets it all the way to the corner. Metzenar is trying to get it past Alex, now out to Tigre. They'll play it onto the back wall again. They need a final shot as Alex hounding Remco in net. A lot thinks about it, but just takes his time going up. And that's going to be a transition for TSM.
And it was, again, it's just a squandered opportunity. They had all the great pressure. They were winning challenges. And then number 3 just didn't want to go up on a double commit here. He has to get out of the way and just kicked out to the corner from Remco. Another free ball for Alex. And what do Mouz do with this one?
Alex off the backboard. Remco versus Tigre in net, and he will beat this time. There's a goal for Mousesports.
And definitely just a free ball for Alex, 1-6-1. And for once, didn't just immediately try and put that ball off the back wall. Gave it a solid first hit, and then tried to go around the defense, and he made a miss, and it was a great setup.
One of those shooter's advantage situations. Makes the backboard such a strong place. If you can get the ball off with a readable bounce, the inbound player on the offense usually will beat the defender. So Alex again up. Ignite will get this one away. Remco moving onto the wall as well. Not going to make a great stop. Metzenars pops this one out to a lot, but there's 2 players to get through. They'll be able to play defense. Metzenars now pushing this one all the way into the orange. Tigre out to a lot. Can he find the shot? Gets it past Ignite, but Remco is on the far side. Solid defensive positioning from TSM to create one threat that funnels you into another.
Yeah. But Alex missed that follow-up touch as that kicked out towards the corner to really put the pressure on TSM.
Tigre over to a lot. It's Mousesports still with their backs against the wall. A win for TSM here will end the series. Give them their first win of Season 7. Tigre off the wall here. Ignite challenges and it pinches high and into the middle. Remco back. Well, Alex down to Tigre. Into the corner. Looking for the pass options. Both players right there in front of the box, but slammed away by Ignite, and Remco will move it up. Metzenars lurking behind. Remco loses it on the wall. Alex will lose it to Metzenars, though. Now back onto the wall again. A lot's there. Metzenars into the off towards the box. In the final minute, everything up to Mousesports. A lot towards the goal. Remco gets it away. Passes were there. Shot just a little too soft and easily saved by Remco.
And beautiful play from Alex on his own half. Under pressure, able to keep the ball close to him. He's making multiple people miss. He's trying to give Mousesports opportunities. Unfortunately, there was no follow-up there, and that will waste precious seconds here as Tigre not the greatest clear. Metzenor is continuing to pressure off the mark, and that could have been a big insurance goal for TSM.
A lot following the respawn. Back to midfield, 30 seconds. Remco with another demolition. Remove people he can pass to. Back in the box, Ignite's up, and this time they get it over the top of 2. Remco to challenge Alex, leaves it for him, lets him play it off the wall as Ignite calls him off. Now Ignite advancing as a lot tries to pressure with 16 seconds remaining. Remco plays it to the corner. Ignite's airborne. Back down to Remco, blocked by Tigre, and a critical save. And one last attempt for the boys from the Mouse. Tigray moving it up a lot in the midfield, pass 2. Can he drop it down? Loses it to Alex, drops straight down. Where is Alati? Needed to be there, and Remco sends
Alex
screaming to the side. Alex doesn't turn around, and TSM in 4 games will take the win.
Alex was getting ready to deal with that kick off the sidewall from TSM, but they saw him turn off. They let it go. It falls to the ground, and TSM will indeed come out with a victory, but Mousesports, to their credit, except for 1 game, they were all 1-goal games, and they did manage to win one of them as well. And again, I do really just think it's a matter of fine-tuning for Mousesports, because they had plenty of space from TSM there. They could have had plenty of opportunities, and it really just making sure you put the ball in the right place for your teammate, and they'll be able to make more things happen. Because you saw bits and pieces of it. They can do it.
Yeah, I feel like for Mousesports, this is the sort of problem you want to have. You're not being necessarily outclassed. It's more of a decision-making, a positional game,
yes,
a thing that VOD Review can kind of easily help you fix. So we'll see if Mousesports can make adjustments as we move forward. But we're going to keep moving forward with our day. We have some more fantastic matches coming up. Vitality taking the pitch. Excited to see K-Dop on a new team. We'll have it after the break.